Hey YouTube. I know I haven't made a video in a while, haven't really had many new things to talk about. But I just got these and I wanted to wait till I used one of them for a good amount of time before I had my thoughts on them. Actually, this one right here is brand new. It's a CCM RBZ 80LE. Um, it's got a regular flex 85 with a grip, even though I really like matte finish. I don't know why they give the option of only grip with the lower end sticks. Easton used to let you have a matte finish on lower end sticks, but it seems that every company is now making all their lower end sticks just grip, and that's it. Which kind of sucks. But I got the Nugent Hopkins curve, which is the same curve as the Hall curve, or I think it's the Hall curve for Easton. I'm not too sure what it is for any other brands because I don't really use any other brands besides Easton and CCM. But this one right here, I've been using. Or not that one. This one I've been using. I've used for about a month now. In a ton of pickup games, some coaching, and high school hockey. About 3 games of high school hockey. I got 2 assists and a goal with the stick. I should have had 2 goals, but it got called off. Apparently, a white stick got confused with my black skates, and they thought I kicked it in, but I swear I didn't. Um, but it doesn't matter. I got it the LE because my team is blue. So if my team was red, I would have probably gotten the normal one. But I think it's kind of cool that I could get a stick to match my uniform and all that other crap. But my overall thoughts on the stick, when I first shot with it, uh, it felt like a aluminum baseball bat when you don't hit it on the soft spot. Um, any baseball players, and you know how that feels. It's a weird feeling and really really responsive in the hands. It's how it feels, but it kind of feels like a little bit painful, I guess, when you're taking a shot because it's got no foam in the blade, so you feel every bit of the puck on your stick, which is outstanding for stick handling. You don't even have to look down at your stick, and you feel every bit in control. As far as the wear on it, uh, there are just a couple of chips where the paint's gone away. I guess because it's a white stick, the chips are more apparent than on other sticks, but and the puck marks too. But if you can get past that, I think this is way better than any of the Eastons I've used. I've had a Easton. I've had a couple Easton V9Es. I had one V9, and I've had multiple RSs, about 4. Um, so I actually like this stick better, even though it's a little bit heavier. But I just bought 2 of them for the price of what I would pay for a one V9E, and it's amazing. The blade hasn't started getting crackly yet, like most Easton sticks after you use them. The blade just has a few chips in them, but I guess that kind of happens with every stick that you have. I can't really get away from it. There is the thing that I noticed with a lot of RSs, or not RSs, RBZs, is there's on the stage twos. There are a lot of this crack that goes from where they connect in the factory, where they connect the blade to the shaft. Um, there's always a crack right there, and it always seems to start cracking after you use it. I haven't found that it's sacrificed the integrity of the stick yet, but I guess we'll find out. One of the things that I really liked is that the flex seemed to stay consistent throughout me using it. I can still um, take slap shots without it feeling like the blade's opening up and making my shot go off. In the past, with all my other Easton sticks, I've always had 100 flex because Easton's blades break down over time, and they seem to crackle a bit. Um, and Then whenever you're taking a shot, the blade opens up and it makes your shot go way off. So I got 100 flex to keep that blade kind of tucked in and let all the energy go straight to the shaft of the stick. But with this stick, because the blade is incredibly strong compared to my last sticks, It seems the shots stay on point. Um, Let me see. I don't mind the grip, actually, to be honest. I don't mind it. I just prefer the look. It just feels like whenever there's grip on it, stuff gets stuck to it, and it just feels weird. I don't really like that feeling at all. Um, this is actually my used stick. Like I said, I've been using it for a while, but I just ordered because I liked it so much. I just ordered a brand new one. This one's never seen tape. I just got it in the mail yesterday, and it's ready for the ice. I use black tape on CCMs. Or on these CCMs because they're white. I think it just looks cool, and it's the contrast between white and black. So those are my new sticks. I think they're about 150 when you add in like tax. But they're really good. I think I'm gonna start using CCM. I'm gonna see what the tacks after these get old. I'm gonna see what the tacks feel like, the CCM tacks, and then if those aren't good, I'll come back to these. But I think I'm gonna stick with CCM now. Some new equipment I got also. I got new skates. I don't know if I mentioned in any of my previous videos that I'll be getting new skates, but let me go get the other ones. These Reebok White K's, they're just pretty much done. The side walls or the parts of the quarter package are just caving in. Just can't hold up any of my weight anymore. They're just kind of flimsy, and the tendon guard is pretty flexible to see, and everything in the inside is just wearing out. So it was time to get new skates. So I saved up my money from about 6 months of work, and I got these. These are Bauer Total One NXGs. They don't really need any introduction. They've been out for a while. Pros love these skates. I think these are going to be one of those skates. They were like the X60, where despite the fact that newer models have come out, like the MX3, I think these are still going to be used for many, many years in the NHL, because despite the new MX3s coming out, these are actually lighter than those skates. This is the lightest skate that Bauer's ever made, I believe. It is insanely light. I remember getting these in the mail, and I thought that one of them might have been missing, but I opened it up, and both of them were there, and they're just insanely light, and you can totally feel it on the ice. Overall fit of these skates, I've got really narrow feet, and the original APX Pros were not in stock, so I decided to get these instead. But it feels like it fits a little loose in my heel, but when I tighten them up, they feel fine. But it does feel like, I don't know if this is just my foot, but it feels like it's a little narrower in the toe box because my toes kind of creep up on the side just a tiny bit when I put my foot in the skate. But other than that, they're pretty decent. They mold insanely well to my feet. There were a few little areas that kind of irritated me when I first put my foot in the skate, but once I baked them, they felt perfectly fine. I've got the Fusion steel in there. I mean, as far as the weight goes, the Fusion steel is really light, but I don't like how little amount of steel you get. It feels like I can't corner sometimes as tight as I'd like to, but I think in the future I'm going to buy some Lightspeed Edge runners and just put them on this boot, because this boot's way lighter than the MX3, and I don't feel like spending $800 on these. I got these for about $490 because they were on clearance, and there was a 25% off discount, so I got those for a real steal. It was probably a couple months ago when they were actually full price, and now they've been bumped down. Here's the other one. I've only used these for a couple games, like 2-3 high school games, and some coaching and stuff, and they've held up pretty well. I mean, there's not much damage that you can do to a skate in that many games. Laces, think it's pretty obvious to anybody who plays hockey, laces are not, stock laces aren't necessarily the best laces, but I kept them on just because I really hate changing out laces. It's just a pain. But I mean, I guess they're fine. I'd always recommend wax laces. They're way better. The tongue, surprisingly, I thought I was gonna hate this tongue because it's so, well, it's not that thin, but it's just stiff, kind of, I guess. It's got that little piece of composite in it, but I actually like the tongue very much. It almost feels like there's like a spring inside of it whenever you're taking a stride, and your foot just whips back into place where it should be. One thing I am concerned about, I heard a lot of reviews of people breaking the tendon guard because it's not very rigid. I haven't had that problem. I don't feel like it's loosening at all or anything, but I guess only time will tell. I really hope that doesn't fail me. But other than that, I think they're great skates, and I'm going to be using them for a while. Hopefully I won't have to buy any more anytime soon. And one last piece of equipment I'm going to talk about real briefly are skate fenders. I think skate fenders are great. I think they're super light. They protect your feet. They do exactly what they tell you to do. They're easy to put on and everything. The only problem with them is people give you so much crap for wearing these. I don't know how many times I've been chirped at for wearing these on the ice. It doesn't make sense. I see pros using them all the time, but whatever. It is what it is. So I use these because I broke my foot, and apparently after you break your foot, it's still you're still, you know, a pussy if you wear these, but it's whatever. Just kind of ignore it. But these are great. I do recommend these a lot. They do help very much protecting your feet. I don't know how many times it's hit off that, and I've just been thankful that I have these on, because it would have hurt really bad, especially with my older skates and them being so loose. And also, the Bauer Curve composite, if it gets hit by a puck, I have friends that have APX2s and NXGs. If it gets hit by a puck, it starts to crack and chip, and it just makes your skates look ugly. So I definitely recommend these. They'll save you a lot of money, but they're quite expensive. They're about $80, but they're worth all that they are, you know. So that's my new equipment update. If you want in-depth reviews on any piece of equipment in particular, let me know in the comments section, and I will see you in the next video.